Cisco instructor Andrea here, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about the devices that are in our router room. This is going to be the same whether you're at the main campus or the north campus. So in the Cisco classes, we're working with switches and routers. The way you can tell the difference primarily is switches are going to have lots of ports, whereas the routers will not have as many ports. Now this tutorial is specifically about the router ports. So if you could take a look right here, routers are going to have gig interface ports as well as these serial interface ports, okay? Now normally the routers that we've been using are going to be serial ports with S000 and S001. And then also these routers have fast Ethernet ports or gig ports. Now what I want you to pay attention to is that every router is a little bit different. Now we have them grouped together in the same type. So as an example, these Cisco 1841s have fast Ethernet ports, and the serial ports are S000s and S001. But if you're using this pod down here, these have gigabit ports. And so they're a little bit different. So you need to look at the actual port to see whether you're on a fast Ethernet port or a gig port, because when you're doing the labs, you have to set the interface addresses dependent upon the port that you're using. Also, the ports might be slightly different for the serials. Now, wherever you see these blue cables, that means that these are the serial ports. Same goes with serial ports. We have new routers called 4321s. These are the 4321s. They are using gig interfaces, but the serial interfaces are slightly different than the diagram I showed you a couple minutes ago. So normally you'll see S000. These are going to be S010 and I think S011. You can do the show command of show IP interface brief on each device to assess what ports they're on. So when you're doing your labs, make sure that you are checking and making a note of what type of interfaces you have, because each device is a little bit different, and I don't want you to be wasting and spending a bunch of time because you didn't check those ports.